Now let's talk about it because Lemmy want to be Diddy so bad he risking going to jail just to prove that he just like Diddy. This the biggest Diddy want to be on television today, and he running Zeus Network, and he's running and seeing over all these females that's chasing opportunity to get further with whatever potential they possess or think they possess. Because I don't call having potential going on a reality show and boxing, getting your braids knocked out every Sunday. I don't call that potential because if you want to be a boxer, you'd be in the WBC. But they ain't. They getting their weave knocked out for 10,000 an episode, and they only doing 10 episodes. By the time the 10 episodes over, they back broke. Then they on the internet crying. But I'm not going to say in a room full of 20 to 30 women, and you got 10 to 15 of them on the internet all the time crying, whether it's about money or y'all situationship, right? Either or, this will be the downfall of Lemmy. Like I said, Lemmy and Zeus Network, count y'all damn days, man. Let's get into this shit. Now, Lemmy has publicly responded to accusations that he coerced Baddies Gone Wild cast member Jadynn Brown into having sex with him in exchange for making him a star, making her a star. According to Plummer, the allegations are false, which every nigga gon' Diddy said this until all the way until he was found guilty. So I don't look at this nigga no difference neither. I'm not gonna say he guilty, but I'm not gonna say he innocent because we talking about a variety of women that's having most of the time the same exact complaint. So I'm not gonna sit here and say everybody lying unless they got in a huddle and said, look, on Monday, on the 17th, I'm going to go on the internet and start crying. And then on Wednesday, the 19th, I need you to get on the internet and cry about the same thing. And then on the 21st, on Friday, I need you to cry. That ain't how this going, right? So we got to understand that Lemmy play a big part and a big role in why things go the way they go. Because for Jocelyn not to be on Baddies, why is she on the internet crying? Talking about you gonna spray my car up. When I come to Miami, you gonna spray my car up too and put my kids in. You see what I'm saying? That's way out of the league of just about a reality show, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's way out of the league of business we doing on Zeus Network. And we done seen Lemmy with multiple women from Zeus Network that we know he's dealt with, right? So it's hard to just overlook these women when they come out with their claims because understand it's getting repetitive. Understand the story is almost the same every time. So who really lying? Because if you wasn't doing what you doing over the course of so many years, the stories wouldn't remain the same and the stories wouldn't begin to become so quantifiable. Like it's you've built up a storage room full of accusations over the years. This is not just this just happened. Now let me know what y'all think in the comments about Lemmy because do y'all really think that Lemmy is a good Zeus Network CEO? Because I hate the damn show. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. So if you like it, that's cool. That's cool. That's your everybody got their own opinions and perspective. But I hate that damn show. And I feel like it's like it's like the dirty water with fresh ice cubes in it that our women drink every Sunday. And most of the women that's on this show, keep in mind, these be beautiful women. But to give away a lot of the value you hold for the little bits of money that you receive, for the buffoonery that you participate in order to even get the money, is crazy. Because a lot of y'all would make more money on OnlyFans. A lot of y'all would make more money just being Instagram models. A lot of y'all would make more money doing so many other things, but y'all prefer to go on Zeus Network and get y'all box braids, Jimmy Superfly snookered right up out your head for a minimal amount of money. Because apparently it's not enough money because months later y'all complaining about money. And most of the time it end up being y'all complaining about money after the fact that you was giving it up to this nigga and he didn't follow through. You know men chase what they want, right? The chase is over once you give it up. So whatever value you thought you held against this nigga before you laid in the bed with him, once you gave it to him, if you gave it to him, that motherfucking value gone, man. Straight up. Straight just like that. So if she did give him some and she ain't get the opportunity, that's her damn fault because she has the mentality of a broad that came out of a project hallway with wet floors. That ain't how smart people think. So it shouldn't be the fact that he's accumulated 10, 15 women that have a discrepancy of not getting their money or the situation between them two didn't work out as promised. Then we have Lemmy being exposed. Then we have Lemmy having to talk about it and explain itself. And here we are. Lemmy explaining itself. This is Lemmy. I met Jadynn in 2023, shortly after my previous relationship ended. Our relationship began as a friendship, not a business relationship. There were no conversations about baddies, Zeus, employment, or hiring her. As Zeus continued to grow, she repeatedly expressed interest in joining the network, and before and after auditioning, repeatedly asked whether I had watched her audition, whether she would be cast, and she would be receive an answer. I consistently told her what I tell everyone. If you want an opportunity at Zeus, you have an audition and earn it through the same casting process as anyone else. I also made it clear that I wanted to keep friendship and business separate because the repeated conversations about being cast were becoming a turnoff. Friendship never guaranteed employment, and employment never guaranteed was never a condition of friendship. Those were always two separate things. I never promised her a role, guaranteed her employment, or promised fame or success. She was not originally selected for the cast. Only after another cast member withdrew shortly after production did I suggest she be considered, and the production team ultimately approved bringing her onto the show. The decision was made because there was an unexpected vacancy, not because of any promise of obligation. Okay, now I understand that. But what I'm not gonna understand is if you messed with her. You know women develop feelings when you start to get intimate with them. And if she's claiming you got intimate with her, if it was consistent, she grew feelings for you. So she took your promises that much more serious. Meaning she was gonna look at you like you was the opportunity. She was going to look at you like the promise of an opportunity. So not only do she feel like you promising her an opportunity, she also feels like she's entitled to it now because y'all got a situation, not just a friendship. Y'all laying down together. What you expect, nigga? You think you just gonna have fun with all the women and the women don't expect nothing in return. Either you gonna be the boyfriend or you gonna give me that opportunity you promised me, nigga. So when you don't follow through with either or, here we are. The internet full of women exposing Lemmy, the biggest wannabe Diddy in the world right now. Now, this is still Lemmy. Later, after she was not selected for a subsequent season, the nature of our communications changed and legal threats were raised. I made it clear that our friendship meant more to me than any business opportunity and that any future professional relationship would only occur with appropriate legal agreements in place to protect both parties. I categorically deny the allegations against me. I also have additional contemporaneous communications and other evidence that, in my view, provide important context to the view timeline and will speak for themselves when the appropriate time comes. I intend vigorously to defend my reputation and pursue any legal remedies that my attorneys determine are appropriate, including claims of defamation if supported by facts and the law. Now he threatened defamation of character, with which that's natural. But if it's too much going on with Lemmy to even think that this is just an automatic lie, because we done seen too many women cry from this show. It's almost like you get on the show, you have fun for a minute, you might get you some shine on the show, and then after a while, either you beefing with Natalie about something or you beefing with Lemmy because you gave him some cookie. It's either or. You got to pick and choose who you going to fall into disagreement with. It's either going to be Natalie Nunn or it's going to be Lemmy. And in Lemmy's case, he's not a female. Natalie Nunn is a woman. She's not sitting down and laying down in the bed with these women most of the time. Lemmy, on the other hand, he think he a player. He think he a pimp. He want to be with all of them, and he think he can keep them all. He thinks he can keep them all in line at the same time, right? Now, we also got to talk about Smiley because apparently she allegedly hacked his phone and got a recording of him talking to Jadynn from Baddies and exposed the call. And in the phone call, it don't sound like he ain't never laid down with her, if you get what I'm saying. So where would the defamation of character come in at if you actually got in between the sheets with her? La 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 la. You feel me? So let's get into the video, man. Smiley exposing the phone call, or one of the phone calls that she allegedly claims was 25 minutes long. This ain't 25 minutes long, though. Let's get into the video.
Minimum to you, it wasn't to me. I don't talk to niggas, like I don't. You were the only person I was talking to, even if it wasn't on a serious note. I just.
Why is she using the N-word like that?
Like put up single. Minimum to you, it wasn't to me. I don't talk to niggas, like I don't. You were the only person I was talking to, even if it wasn't on a serious note. I just don't rock like that. I move like I'm single, regardless. Like put up single.
Jadynn.
And so.
And Lemmy.
I just.
Jadynn and Lemmy. Jadynn and Lemmy. Lemmy, play with me. You know not to play with me, Lemmy. Send me my bread.
Because I care about you, and that's from the bottom of my heart. That's it. You can't play with me like that, babe. And I'm not saying you plan, but you can't play like you can't do that type of game. You want to talk to me? You can talk to me about anything. I'll answer your phone call 20 times a day. But going to that level of like just trying to like that's not.
See what I'm saying? Now Smiley exposed that. Now she trying to get some bread too. So y'all gotta let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. What's gonna happen to Lemmy eventually? Because he wanna be Diddy so bad, but he doing it by way of reality show, and it's in the toxicest way that we could possibly see it be played out. And the thing about it that I hate the most is how women making they self look, because women hold so much value. So to see women going out like this over a nigga that look like Earthworm Jim, this shit pisses me off, man. So let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Only grown folks allowed. The only place you can come for celebrity news and adult conversation, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Share the video, man. I'm up out of here, man. Let me know what y'all think about this video, and Lemuel Plummer in the comments, man. I'm out.